I have a question. I have a question. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Yeezy ones or Yeezy twos? Overall, as far as classic silhouette, which one is a better model overall?
They're
Uh, do you want to go first, Veracity? Because I have a lot to say about this.
okay. Yeah, I know you will. For me, they're different. They're not the same shoe. I can't compare
You
them.
have to pick one. You have to pick one, and you live the rest of your life with that shoe.
Oh, I
Uh,
couldn't. I couldn't. It's not because of the shoe though that I would do it. It's the easy ones for me because it's my first YouTube video and it's what started all this. So it's not about the shoe. It's about the connection to it. So
But it is about the shoe.
no, I can't because if I said I like currently, I like the Yeezy 2 better. But because of my connection to the Yeezy ones, I would have to pick the Yeezy ones. So you see where the issue is? To me, it's like the design on the Yeezy 2s currently is more in style and goes with more of what I'm wearing. But the Yeezy ones represent that time, and at that time, the Yeezy ones were what I wanted. So it's like I don't know where I'll be in 5 years where I look back on it. But right now, it's to me they're just like one's more of a high fashion and one's more basketball sneaker.
I think my question was more, which one is more of a timeless silhouette?
Oh, okay, okay. The which one's gonna? I would say the Yeezy one because again of the connection. I think if you just went with the shoes, the Yeezy two, but because the Yeezy one released first, that's gonna be the one that people look back on always. I think as the classic. But the Yeezy two, I think's design will stand the test of time for more years in terms of still being fashionable and not like looking like it's like retro-y. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've thought about this a lot. I was actually about to do a video. And clearly, if you guys watch my videos, I love the Air Yeezy. I have the samples and whatever, but there was a time when I first got the black and solar reds where I thought it might be a tie. Now I really think the Yeezy one is better. Now people disagree with me on this first point, which is I find the Yeezy ones to be a lot more comfortable. And I know that people find the insole and the Yeezy 2s to be super comfortable. I don't really. And the interesting thing there is, clearly the Yeezy 1 borrows the Air Assault tooling, which is extremely similar to the Jordan 3 tooling, or the outsole, I'll say. And the Yeezy 2s borrow the AirTech Challenge 2 midsole and sole. And interestingly enough, I found the AirTech Challenge 2 much more comfortable than the Jordan 3. So I don't know what's going on like for me, but I can tell you that right now I have a pair of black and pink Yeezy 1s that I wear and a pair of black and solar red Yeezy 2s that I wear, and I prefer the Yeezy 1. I think design-wise, the Yeezy 2 is much more of like a sort of like a fashion sneaker.
Exactly.
Whereas, and even in its influences, if you look at it, it's sort of more of a piece. I think you could display a Yeezy 2, and it has so much going on. It kind of looks like a bird to me, but the Yeezy 1 is clearly inspired by sneakers. It is so for me, yes, like I go to like fashion shows and all that stuff, but for me, my interest is more in sneakers and the history and the culture, and I think the Yeezy 1 is much more reflective of that. So I would definitely go with the Yeezy 1 in comfort and in sort of, I guess, inspiration, and personally in look. I like the fact that it's higher. I don't mind the cushion on the side like many people do, but I prefer the Yeezy 1 to the Yeezy 2. And
Really?
I think it's the better.
What's cool is I really like seeing Yeezy ones when people wear Yeezy ones, because when the Yeezy ones were really popular, that's really when you saw all of this like Supreme, Billionaire Boys Club, Louis Vuitton, all of that stuff at the same time. And now when I see people wear Yeezy ones, like they're wearing it with like something like more relaxed, more chill. Like Ian, I know when I met you, you had like an all black fit on and you're rocking the Yeezys like a G. And I think that adds a little something to it too. But I'm gonna go with the Easy ones as far as timeless goes. I think the overall silhouette is just so original and different. I feel like the Easy twos look a little bit too much like a lot of other sneakers as far as like I don't know the silhouette goes. It's like a free run dunk mid. That's the best way I can describe it.
That's interesting. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
if you ever really thought about it that way, that you could run in. Honestly, if I had to choose a basketball shoe, I would choose the Easy 2s because they're so light.
I can
And
see you in that, Preston.
they have good ankle support, dude.
Yeah,
Honestly, I've played basketball in the Easy Twos, and they're not bad.
They're not.
I don't love the insole like everyone else
I
seems to.
do.
They come out like the insole comes out. Like I feel you. Like at first it was really comfortable, but as I wore it more, it was like
Yeah, I mean, I wore my Yeezy ones a lot more. I've only worn the Yeezy twos once, and it's not like I just don't bring them to school with me, and I'm not gonna wear them to like for me just like to dinner or something like that because I have so many other shoes. But like so it's like I really wear them in New York, LA, or like a special occasion in Boston or something like that. But I'd have to bring that like have them brought up to me or something like that. So to me, it's like I wear them, and the Yeezy ones. I mean, I've worn like 20 times probably, just because I've had them for longer. And back then, that was really my only like super like awesome shoe. But now it's like the Yeezy twos. It's like my problem with my highest end or most expensive shoes is sometimes I tend to pigeonhole them with one outfit look. Like my Yeezy ones, I can honestly say I've almost never worn without that Louis Vuitton shirt, and the Louis Vuitton shirt I've never almost worn without the Yeezy ones. Because I wear it so infrequently, both of those pieces, because to me they're so. I mean, that Louis Vuitton shirt's my most prized possession that I own, because it'd be one of the hardest things to replace. But like I wear them so infrequently that it's okay that I do that every time. But I kind of get mad at myself sometimes because stuff like my YSL shirt I wear with a bunch of different stuff. Sorry, I don't like to swear on my YouTube. But
It won't be on your channel, so.
no, I know. But like I don't know, like that's my problem, and I'm really trying not to do that with the Margillas and the Easy Twos as well. I'm not trying to just pigeonhole them with just when I'm with that Givenchy T-shirt.
I
Preston.
have a solution to your problem. What you
Yeah.
need to do, you need to cut the sleeves off the Louis Vuitton shirt, get it cut a little bit down here, make it a tank top, go with Franalations to Ultra. Easy
I'd rather
one.
kill myself. I'd rather cut my I'd rather cut my arm than cut that
Ian
shit.
has to wear his limited edition one of one sample Yeezys.
Well, that was actually I was gonna bring that up that somebody once told me when I was talking to them about I don't know expensive things. It was before the Yeezy samples, before I got into sneakers even. And they said something that I found really interesting, and the reason that people always ask me why do you wear the samples when they're impossible to replace, and you could be wearing the other Yeezys, and somebody told me once that if you can't afford to wear it, you can't afford to own it, in reference to clothing accessories, and I always found that really interesting because it's like, if it's so irreplaceable that it's not even worth wearing, then you have that argument of whether or not you can really afford to own it. And I'm not saying I have a ton of money. I really don't. If there were two pairs, I couldn't replace them anyway. But I mean, New Year's, I went to a party, and I was wearing the Yeezy samples. I'm sure you guys know how that is. People stepping on them, and there were Yeezy samples.
God, I could never do that.
Dude,
New Year's? Are you crazy?
New Year's.
I only when
You're asking for trouble.
when I'm at parties, I wear my all black Nike Dunks, the waterproof ones, my Jordan 1 lasers, my Palladium boots or boat shoes. I don't wear any of my sneakers because I mean, Ian, I know it's your thing to wear them all the time and stuff like that. And Preston, you wear your Louboutins like everywhere. But for me, it's just like I honestly can say, even as a sneakerhead, when I'm at a party, I don't even look at people's feet ever.
Oh yeah.
So it's like for me, I used to when I first started going to parties and stuff like that, and I ruined the entire toe cap of they were Christian Auger shoes back in the day, but it was all gold, and I climbed up on a brick wall and it scraped them. And after that, I was like, I don't put enough. These are things that I really care about, and when I'm at a party, my focus is not on my shoes, and not saying that like I baby my shoes and I'm walking, but it's so not on them that I feel like I'm doing them a disservice, at least me personally, by wearing them, because it's like it's pointless because no one's noticing them, at least in where I hang out, and in terms of just college parties and stuff like that. And then in the morning, they're going to be destroyed, and that's going to affect how much like I look back on the night because I'm like, was it worth it? And sometimes, yeah, like it would have been worth it if it was like a party like, where it's like everyone's really fashionable. I'd do it in a second. But at a college party, I mean, everyone's wearing button-down shirts, and they could care less. If I'm wearing Yeezys or if I'm wearing like my boat shoes. So to me, it's like it's not worth it to do it because I don't put the amount that I care about the shoes wouldn't be proportional to the care that I would put into them at a party. But I don't know. So that's my thing. I want to look good at the party, but I don't want to like ruin my favorite shoes. But I wear them to class every day.
Yeah, no, I totally understand where you're coming from. To clarify just a bit, for me, like when I wear like Yeezys to a party or out or something, the part that I enjoy is not people being like, oh shit, oh whatever, he's wearing the Yeezys, because honestly, and people have addressed this before, 98% of the people who see the Yeezy samples assume they're just fakes.
Yeah.
So it's not at all that. It's because I feel cool wearing them.
I know that's why. No, I do know.
Yeah. I know you weren't suggesting that at all. I just wanted to clarify for people watching.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I still, man, I still can't get over you wearing them. I mean, I admire you for it, but I would wear them possibly to like a sneaker like event where people would like be able to appreciate them. But I would assume they're fake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you were, because you don't dress like real like high end, like you don't wear like a Givenchy shirt and like always a Just Don and like Balmain jeans and all that stuff. Sometimes it's like if I see a sneaker I don't know, like say it was a custom or something, and the way people are dressed, I would infer if it was a fake or not. Like if they were just wearing a plain black T-shirt and the Easy samples, I'd be like, they're probably fake because that's. And I'm not saying that you can't dress simply, but I'm just saying, just walking down the street in New York, I would be like, well, okay, that's probably not. But if the rest of the look was completely like, not saying that high end is necessarily an indication of whether you wear real shoes or not, or that's the best way to dress, but I would assume, I would be more likely to assume that they're a sample or a custom or something like that. So it's difficult because you wear them for you, but like for me it'd be hard for people thinking my shoes are fake. So I admire you for it because I couldn't do it myself.
Yeah, I don't really care too much, and every once in a while you'll run into, now usually when people recognize the sample, it's because they recognize me because of the article on Sneaker News, whatever. But before, I remember before I even like moved to New York, I'd be walking around downtown Chicago, and like, people would look at me crazy, all that stuff. And then there was one dude who knew what they were, and just like went nuts, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing too is I wore them once with when I was like with GLC, and people still thought they were fake. So
really,
people thought they were fake when GLC wore them, and GLC is like Kanye's best friend. So.
See, yeah, what I would do is, I mean, honestly, if I ever had the money to get, well, I couldn't wear them because there are 12, most samples are 9, so I could potentially with other shoes, but I mean, I would just put them in a case. I would, because that's a shoe. I support wearing all your shoes, but for me, it's like that would make that like a big display. Hopefully, in my house someday. Someday, I'll hopefully get a pair just because of how much I love the Yeezys, but I could never wear them. So like, I would wear samples that like are the more well-known samples, like the Freddies or like stuff like that, or like the Ari Menthols or something like that. It's like those actually released, but like where it's like people can appreciate them, and then that's super cool because there's only like 24 pairs or something like that. But with the ones where it's like there's so many fakes of them, it'd be hard for me to do. I would just want them in a little glass case in my house.
No, I totally understand, but I think we've been streaming for a long time, guys. You wanna cut it here?
Yeah, guys. Okay. So Ian's sadly frozen right now. We really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Soul Talk. He just unfroze, but I'll finish it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Soul Talk. We're going to come back at you guys every Sunday with this. Hopefully Fran will be here. We'll definitely get him in the next couple times. Hopefully next time. Hope you guys like what we talked about, learned a little bit more about us, our opinions on stuff, and we're looking forward to your submissions. Remember, send them to soultalksubmissions@gmail.com. We're going to be continuing this. It's not going to stop. So I can't wait to see all you guys' videos, and we're going to all have some good content for the channel soon. Thanks, guys.
Fran just sent me a text of him on the beach with all these girls. Ballin'. Cut it!